What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another Advanced Warfare video here today on my channel. Today, what we got for you guys is a best class setup here. I haven't done one of these in a little bit, but I thought it was time to bring it back and bring you guys something that can help you improve your game in Advanced Warfare. Now, normally I would center this around one weapon and build a class setup off of it to bring you guys the best possible experience you can with one specific gun, but today that's not really the case. Today, we're going to be focusing on one goal in general, and that is to get vicious medals. Personally, I've been using this class setup now for a while and get vicious medals constantly. However, I will say that there are a bunch of disclaimers to go into this before we actually start getting into the class setup, and that I get you guys too hyped maybe to get a vicious medal. There are a bunch of variables, first off, that go into getting a vicious medal. This class setup, I can guarantee you, will help you get those vicious medals a lot quicker than if you're using something differently, but there are variables like the lobby, the playstyle that you have with this class setup, and other things like that. The lobby probably is one of the biggest ones. If you get into a lobby where there's a party of 6 people, chances are they're going to be sweaty, they're not going to really let you get streaks or anything like that, and that is one of the things that actually really contributes to this class setup is the streaks. And the other big thing that is needed is the playstyle when using this class. Personally, I would say to try and slay out while playing the objective. That is going to be the most efficient way to get your score streaks as well as get them quickly. You can slay out and just play the kill category all you want, but if you don't hop on the objective, you're gonna have a tougher time and take a little bit more time getting the streaks that you need. So without further ado, let's get into the actual class setup. First off, what you're gonna be using is the Ball 27. Yes, it is an overpowered weapon still, but that is precisely what we're looking for when going for these streaks. The Ball 27 is still the standout assault rifle along with the AK-12, but due to the better mobility and functionality at close quarters, I would take the Ball 27 over the AK for this class any day. Now, the attachments that I'm going to be running on it are the red dot, the foregrip, and the quick draw handle. Those three are my go-to for every single Ball 27 class. They just work wonders. The foregrip is going to reduce the recoil that was added on after the patch. The red dot is going to give you a more precise and accurate shot, and the quick draw handle will be able to give you an extra jump up on a player if you get into a gunfight a little bit later. Now, obviously, since I'm using 3 attachments, it's going to run me the primary gunfighter wildcard. I also am not using a secondary, so this is going to rely mainly on my gun skill and the ability to judge when I need to reload and when I don't. With this class, I'm not really going to be challenging gunfights. Whenever I am low on ammo, I usually back off, reload, and then go back into the battle with more ammunition, knowing that I'll be able to get the shot off. Now, moving over into our actual perks, this is where it's going to play in a lot into our playstyle. I'm going to be playing aggressively, but also in a stealthy manner, playing the objective and getting some kills going behind enemy lines, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be running lightweight so that we can get around the map quicker, blind eye so that we can be seen a little bit less. Now, if I actually was running a secondary, I would switch that out with fast hands, but since we are not, blind eye is going to be the better and more stealthy choice for this class. Next, we're going to have blast suppressor so that my XO movements don't show up on the minimap and I can get around the map without my enemies seeing exactly where I am. As well, we're going to be running scavenger because I do plan on staying alive for a long period of time, and I'm going to need to replenish the ammo that I end up using. Now, again, using a second perk is going to cost us another wild card. We're going to be using that on the perk 3 greed, but it's something that is definitely worth it. So that is going to be both of our wild cards right there. One we use for primary gunfighter and one we use for the perk 3 greed. Next, we're actually not going to be running an exo ability or a lethal, simply because we don't have the space in our create a class pick 13 system to have both of them equipped. Normally, I would like to run stim, but because of the circumstances, it's not available at the moment. Now comes the biggest part to this class setup, the actual streaks that we're going to be running. Now, the first one being the UAV, which I run support and threat detection on. Now, you can add extra assist points on there. It's not going to cost you anything towards your create a class pick 13. It's just a matter of personal preference. If you want to use it, by all means, go ahead. It will definitely help you out, especially if you're playing a game mode where it's going to get you a lot of points whenever people are slaying out on your team, or if you're playing ground war, you're just automatically going to get more kills during the duration of your UAV, so it's going to get you a lot more points as well. Second, we're going to be running the Warbird. That is going to have extra time and aggressor. Now, the aggressor is the big part to this because it's going to be AI controlled and it's going to just attack everything. It's not going to be be like an AH6 from Modern Warfare 3 where it follows you around. It's just going to slay out anything that is available in the time that it's up. That, I would say, do not change up any of the customization on it. Those two are definitely needed on the Warbird. Next up, and finally, we're going to be running the bombing run. That we're going to add an extra bomber and cloak onto the actual streak itself. Those two upgrades to the streak, I again would not change for anything. Those two are needed in how this class is going to play out. Both the Warbird and the bombing run customization are built to maximize the amount of damage you do with them. So that is the build for this class, built for Vicious Medals. It's what I've been using here on my channel now for a little bit. Since switching over and using this class for gameplays, I'm sure you've noticed that the gameplays themselves are much better than what we've previously been seeing on my channel. This gameplay alone was actually a double vicious using this same class setup, so hopefully you guys do take this out for a spin. I bet you'll be able to get something a little bit better than what you do, especially if you do get your streaks. And again, the playstyle that I would definitely recommend for this is playing the objective while slaying out. What you're going to be seeing me do in this gameplay actually is hill hopping in hardpoint. That is letting somebody come into the hardpoint from the enemy team, slaying them off, jumping in the hill, and then jumping out to get a free 250 points for the cap, as well as the 100 for the actual kill. Although I do believe it's actually 150 because you're in the area of the hard point, so it is an aggressor kill. But that is where we're going to end it today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just think down there in the comment section down below of this class. What do you think of this? If you're going to give it a test, let me know how you do with it and if this actually helped you. That's all for me today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like the video, be sure to leave a like rating down below. Any shares to your Facebook, Twitter, and or MySpace, if you're OG like that, are always greatly appreciated. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for the best of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare content. Any new news and information, you guys know exactly where to find it right here on my channel. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. My name is Nikolai Espresso. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day. I shall see you guys tomorrow. Take care and peace.
Surprise, motherfucker.